Huge opportunity potentially here for Heather Monroe, the Killer Bay, making her PCW Ultra debut in this big #1 contenders match.
What an opportunity for Heather, who trained out of Santino Pros here in Los Angeles, California, has made a real name for herself on the scene here, and now looks to go in front of a national audience here on the Fight app, live here at PCW Ultra Believe.
Taya Valkyrie, so much pomp and circumstance and formality usually to her entrance. Little fun-loving here tonight, partner, looking very confident.
Taya Valkyrie, no shortage of confidence. There's a reason they call her La Güera Loca of Impact Wrestling. She is one crazy white girl, and you gotta love her.
Now, we talked about the momentum of Eli Everfly, momentum that he kept going. How about the momentum of Taya Valkyrie? In the most recent episode of Impact Wrestling in mixed tag team action, Taya Valkyrie tapped out Tessa Blanchard, the current Knockouts champion, and closer to home, the current PCW Ultra Women's champion, tapped her out with an STF center of the ring. And so now, if she can get by Heather Monroe, she'll get a shot at Tessa.
Big implications for 2019 here at PCW Ultra Believe.
Of course, Delilah Doom also might be on the other end of that. She battles Tessa Blanchard for the Ultra Women's title. What an atmosphere here at Believe, Christian.
Fans split down the middle between this bona fide star in Taya Valkyrie and the surging Heather Monroe.
Talked about Taya Valkyrie being an international star. She is indeed. Has wrestled a lot in Mexico. Part of AAA as well as Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling, but not to be outdone. Heather Monroe has wrestled in Wenzhou, China. She wrestled recently on Impact Wrestling, emanating from Las Vegas, Nevada, and now in there with one of the very best. The winner of this one has a date with Destiny and a shot at the Ultra Women's title.
Yeah, but who will they face? Will it be Tessa Blanchard or will it be Delilah Doom? That is such an interesting question to think about. I mean, Tessa Blanchard has been the only women's champion in company history. Delilah Doom taking it off her tonight would be history making.
It's been somewhat a night of upsets here at Believe, if you think about it. Jake Atlas getting a victory over ACH. You had Eli Everfly surviving with a victory in that four-way match that featured the business Hammerstone, as Taya Valkyrie tying up Monroe, making Heather Monroe, the Killer Bay, pay the price.
Great submission wrestling from Taya Valkyrie, who abandons the position and goes into a front chancery. She may not have had what she wanted there, but she's controlling the body and the momentum of her opponent, and that's so important. The early stages of this match will determine who's more tired, who's got the gusto to finish in the fourth quarter.
This incredible physicality from Taya Valkyrie, and now Heather Monroe using her quickness. Little lucha in her own right with the leg sweep after the arm drag. Leg sweep the other way. And both of these ladies are well adapted to the lucha style. Back to square one here, partner. High stakes matchup. As you alluded to, both these ladies vying for a shot at the title. The Ultra Women's title will be defended later on here at Believe, as Tessa Blanchard, the undeniable, takes on Delilah Doom. Look at this little sportsmanship here, perhaps. Pillar of this great sport.
Whoa.
No, not sincere there by the Killer Bay. She might be playing with fire here.
Yeah, I don't understand why she would just slap her, but I like it. Heather Monroe playing with fire.
I heard that somewhere. Drop down there by Taya Valkyrie, by Heather Monroe, tripped up Taya Valkyrie. Big striking now by Valkyrie, goes upstairs and scores with the clothesline. Physical, effective offense, and gets the near fall.
Taya Valkyrie starting to show a little frustration in her body language, wanting to put Heather away quickly here. She considers PCW Ultra her territory, and she wants to defend that territory quick and decidingly. And that double stomp to the lower back can really make a case for a pin, but instead she just continues to gloat.
Some of the last remaining uncharted territory for Taya Valkyrie here in PCW Ultra, where we've seen many of the best the women's division has to offer. The likes of Chelsea Green, Britt Baker, Rachel Ellering, Tia Monte, Priscilla Kelly. And Taya Valkyrie in trouble now, got hung out to dry. And Heather Monroe, she is cagey, she is resourceful.
She sure is. She's going to use the outside of the ring now and the environment around the ring to her advantage. There's one thing we see from those Santino Bros graduates and students, that they're tough. And she's ready to have a street fight with anybody. Hopefully she realizes she's in there with one of the toughest women in this industry, Taya Valkyrie.
Monroe wisely there, rolling in. Veteran instincts there to break the count, where she'll get another 10 count to continue to unleash some serious damage on the outside. Valkyrie hits hard and heavy on the guardrail. Boy, we've seen a lot of action here in PCW Ultra spill out to this region. Certainly will later on as the tag team titles on the line in another All Violence is Legal matchup as War Beast takes on the Border Patrol later on at Believe.
That match is going to be absolutely insane. Border Patrol making their debut here as a team. And they're going to go and tear this house down. And that's coming up.
Into the cover now goes Heather Monroe, looking to punch a ticket to Anniversary 2K19 and a shot at the Ultra Women's Championship. Both of these ladies well versed in submission grappling. Monroe's got that 7-year stretch submission. On the other side, Valkyrie loves that local lock.
Local lock is a devastating hold. Can put any woman away. Can Taya Valkyrie, most men.
Little gymnastics there, agility by Heather Monroe, who I'll tell you what, when she has the advantage, she presses it. She keeps that foot on the gas.
Yeah, she's pressing on the gas right now, trying to switch to that 5th gear.
And the powerhouse Valkyrie might be getting gassed, as she has had to ward off and weather the storm here.
Monroe goes behind and looking for a submission here.
Variation of a camel clutch, but has that vice in there as well with the forearms. Tough to keep Valkyrie down in a position like this, though, Christian.
It really is. The Valkyrie's gonna hit the rope and try for a cross body and goes in for the cover, using the momentum to pin Heather Monroe there.
Valkyrie so well-rounded as well. And now big shot, and Valkyrie goes down, and Instinct rolls to the outside. Valkyrie's such a dominant competitor. How often do you see her having to just, in desperation, try and roll out of harm's way?
Yeah, but Monroe's a fighter, and the reason she's here is because she impressed Tom Vitale and the committee underneath him, and they decided that she could get a #1 contenders match here at PCW Believe, and it's that mean streak you see right there that comes out of her only in spurts. But when it's there, it's vicious, and it's something that actually gets her to where she is today.
Cover now
I'm
by
encouraging it.
the Killer Bay, living up to her nickname as she has been on the attack.
I like Monroe. She takes what she wants. She doesn't listen to the fans and whether they care or not. She's kind of like me.
Reversal now by Valkyrie, nobody home on the clothesline, and big spear by Taya Valkyrie. And that might be a window of opportunity for her to get back in this matchup.
Certainly could be. She caught that spear right in the center of the ring, but she's having trouble getting her wind back too. Both women exhausted at this junction in the match.
Well, she was almost bent in half, was Valkyrie, around that ring post on the outside, courtesy of the Killer Bay. But trying to catch her second or third win in this one is Valkyrie. Impressive back and forth matchup. Nice counter. Wow, the power here, stalling. Saito suplex. Oh my gosh, ragdoll.
An absolute vicious Saito suplex from Taya Valkyrie. And that's the kind of maneuver she needed if she wants to become #1 contender.
Heather Monroe, kind of a crazy cat lady, and she might have used up all of her 9 lives there, partner, after that stalling Saito suplex. And now Taya using her assets to continue to press the offense.
Luetta Loca getting this crowd behind her now. Double knees, devastating in the corner. Taya Valkyrie absolutely flying into the head and neck of Heather Monroe, in for the cover. Only 2. And you had to think that might have been it there, Todd.
It certainly was close. Heather Monroe just gasping there and was able to slide her shoulder out in that attempted pinfall. But right now the pendulum of momentum has swung drastically to the other side now in the favor. And again, we must remind you, this #1 contenders matchup.
Monroe fighting back. The momentum has gone back and forth, Todd, and unbelievable.
Destroyer there by Monroe, trying to destroy the title aspirations of Valkyrie. Near fall, that was coming down.
I have no idea how they're kicking out. What a destroyer there by Heather Monroe, who got all of it, and somehow Taya Valkyrie, with the championship on her mind, able to kick out.
Boy, a physical Heather Monroe here. Dragon Sleeper drives Valkyrie down. Upset City, here we go. Monroe almost puts her away.
It may be an upset on paper, but the fans here, they know Heather Monroe. They know that it would just be commonplace for her to get a victory over a star like Taya Valkyrie. It's what she does.
Swing and a miss. Nice counter there by Valkyrie. Look out here. Stomps her face first into the mat.
Vicious stomp.
And now locking in that Loca lock. She tapped out the PCW Ultra Women's Champion, the Knockouts Champion in tag team action with this. Is she gonna put away Heather Monroe? Monroe fighting, digging down deep, trying to get to the rope.
Using her nails to claw and try and get there. This has got to be it. Center of the ring. There's no way she can get all the way to the rope.
Monroe knows what this means. She does. Wow, what heart on display by the Killer Bay.
We've seen a lot of heart all night tonight. Heather Monroe is no different.
Question is though, partner, what does the Killer Bay have left after that?
We're gonna find out here.
Northern Light suplex. Beautiful bridge, but again, only 2.
Taya Valkyrie needs to be able to put this girl away now. She can't waste much more time.
Gotta wonder if the undeniable Tessa Blanchard and Delilah Doom looking on here. One of these 2 ladies will be waiting. Hold on, there's the road to Valhalla. Hook of the leg. Valkyrie conquers.
PCW Ultra has a new #1 contender for the Women's Championship. And you're looking at her right there, Canada's finest. Impact Wrestling's Luetta Loca. Taya Valkyrie. She's the #1 contender now.
What a wave of momentum Valkyrie is riding. What a conquest here in her PCW Ultra debut on a night of championship action and implications. Big time implications. The scenery changing in the Ultra Women's division.
This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com, and I'm with Heather Monroe, who just had a match against Taya Valkyrie from Impact Wrestling. Am I saying it right, or does it matter?
Taya Valkyrie.
You're enemies with her anyways.
Yeah.
John Morrison's girlfriend, or fiance.
Wife.
Right? Oh, wife. Okay, well, I don't know that much about her.
But she made her own path, so that doesn't matter.
So how was the match tonight? I enjoyed the parts that I saw of it.
I liked every part except the part where I lost. But everything else, I feel like I vibe well with Taya in the ring, and we kind of have each other's number, so it's always fun to go back and forth with her.
And what are some of the other big matches you've had in your career? Obviously this match, PCW Ultra, 1,000 fans against an Impact Wrestling star. This has got to be one of the top moments so far.
Yeah, it was an awesome match, and I just did Impact Wrestling against Allie and Sue Young, and that was a really big moment for myself as well. So that's been a good one. And then I would say just wrestling like people that I considered heroes, like Nicole Matthews at Q Pro Wrestling, and then getting opportunities with Bar Wrestling to wrestle there a few times in the month.
Are you a full-time wrestler?
I am. I still have a shoot job, so I don't have it completely down yet, but getting there.
And you're from this area?
Yeah, I'm from Des Moines, Iowa originally, but I wrestle out of LA and I live here.
Oh wow, we've been to Iowa a few times covering the Hall of Fame ceremonies there.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I love Iowa, but I'm glad to live in LA.
Does that mean you know a little bit about how to amateur wrestle coming from there?
No, not at all, but it was obviously huge. I went to Iowa, the university, so they had huge wrestling there. My high school was big on wrestling rather than football, that kind of stuff. Any
favorites, any girls you look up to in their business?
I've always really looked up to women like cheerleader Melissa and Mercedes Martinez, and those women that kind of paved the path for women to come next. And Sarah Del Rey was like my all-time favorite wrestler when I was watching.
There you see the Ultra Women's Champion, Tessa Blanchard. Diamonds may be forever, but so might be the title reign of Blanchard. Coming up nearly to 1 calendar year, won the title back at May the 4th.
Can you imagine a dagger made of diamonds? That would be incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest, one fall mixed tag team action. Introducing our first team. They represent Impact Wrestling, the team of Daga, and the Ultra Women's Champion, the undeniable Tessa Blanchard.
I'm going to correct Dan Masters there. Blanchard and Daga representing our home promotion of PCW Ultra. And of course, because Blanchard, the reigning Ultra Women's Champion.
Yeah, and representing it well. I mean, this is a woman who has been undefeated here at PCW Ultra. Everybody knows it. Every woman in the world wants a piece of her title. Successfully defending it against many women here, including Taya Valkyrie. And now she tags with Daga, and what a combo that's going to be.
Their opponents come to us from Slamtown, USA. The team of former Ultra Champion Johnny Impact and his partner Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah, to your point, Taya Valkyrie and Tessa Blanchard, a lot of history in this building and all around the world, including at Impact Wrestling. But representing Impact tonight, Taya and, well, I guess it's Johnny Impact, although at the time known as Johnny Ultra, a former Ultra champion right here.
Well, that's one of the great things about Johnny Ultra, is he's like a chameleon. He can acclimate to each environment that he's in. You know, he could be the Johnny NFL if he was in the NFL. He would be the Johnny PBA if he was one of the best bowlers. I'm sure he is one of the best bowlers. Johnny Impact, Ultra, whatever you want to call him, I think you should call him Sir, Todd. Start off by doing that.
Impact champion, former Ultra champion. What an incredible team. 4 of the very best competitors in all the world. Gonna mix it up here in this mixed tag team matchup.
I see what you did there.
Both Taya and Johnny Impact in action back at Anniversary 2K19. Taya came up just short in her bid for the Ultra Women's title. Johnny Impact teamed with PJ Black to defeat the Lucha Brothers.
Fun fact about Johnny Impact, that ring jacket he just took off that he wears during his entrances, $10,000. That's actually $6,000 more than Todd Kenneally's car.
Well, I guess when you hail from Palos Verdes, you can afford the nicer thing.
You sure can. How is that 97 Civic doing, by the way, Todd? Is it good?
It's hanging on
Still
there.
running?
Yep. Keeping it together with duct tape and chewing gum. Still running. So another unique matchup here, as we've seen in Wrestle Summit, worlds colliding. Good to see Johnny Impact once again endearing himself to the faithful here in the Ultra Touring.
Daga, AKA the Dagger, getting a pretty big ovation himself. And Taya with the loudest ovation thus far, but mixed. You can hear some of those who don't approve of her and her husband's actions recently in Impact Wrestling.
Absolutely agree with you, and now great reception there for the Ultra Women's Champion, Tessa Blanchard. Boy, what a run Tessa has had right here. Great victories. Won the title on May the 4th against Chelsea Green. Took on the likes of Rachel Ellering, Britt Baker, Diamante, you name it, Priscilla Kelly, and Taya Valkyrie. A lot of posturing before this one. Again, a lot of bragging rights on the line, a lot of trash being talked. This has the feeling of a real powder keg, though, Christian Cole.
Couldn't agree more, Todd. There's definitely camaraderie within the teams here. Many aware of the kinship in which Daga and Taya and our champion
Tessa
share.
Blanchard.
And of course, when you look at John and Taya, I mean, they're a married couple.
Yes, sir.
Can't get much better than that in terms of camaraderie.
Two power couples, literally, going toe-to-toe
It's like me and you.
here at Wrestle Summit. We argue like a married couple. See who can get the all-important early advantage in a matchup like this. It'll be interesting to see the level of teamwork exhibited. Neither team wants to come up at the short end of this one, my friend.
Johnny Ultra made his debut more than a decade ago over in New York. I would argue he looks as good as he has ever looked and is in as good a shape as a guy could be in this industry.
Beautiful drop kick there by Daga in the early going.
And that's one for PCW Ultra.
Bringing the dagger there, wasn't he, with that drop kick? Laid out Johnny Impact. Again, this matchup, it's Diamonds and Daggers representing PCW Ultra, taking on Johnny Impact and Taya representing Impact Wrestling.
You can feel the fans here in Wilmington are especially biased towards Daga and our champion Tessa Blanchard because they're PCW Ultra faithful, and that pairing is a PCW Ultra through and through tag team. So I think there's a little bit more on the line here for these fans in Wilmington. They want to see PCW Ultra succeed over Impact Wrestling.
Big shots there by both Valkyrie and Impact into the corner now. Into the cover goes Valkyrie. Earlier we saw that flying chuck in the early minutes there by Johnny Impact, one of his signatures, and it has really turned the tables here. And again in this matchup, we really are going to mix it up as you see Taya Valkyrie going to work now on Daga.
Taya using that middle rope across the throat of Daga. Taya, when facing men or women, is one of the toughest competitors in this business today.
That's physical and as powerful as they come. And Valkyrie using the power game. Now a big shot there. Little insult to injury by the Knockouts champ.
And look how bright Taya is by isolating Daga in the corner where her and her husband can do all the damage and potentially stop Daga from getting a tag. And you can see Tessa starting to worry. A little concern on the PCW Ultra Women's Champion as she watches her partner get assaulted across the ring.
Tag is made now to Johnny Impact, checks back in. Impact was getting some shots from the outside, those big 12-6 elbows. Oh, and look at this, wow. Total dominance right now by Impact and Valkyrie. And Daga in a bad way. Dominant performance thus far. Going for the cover. Tessa Blanchard might become a total non-factor in this thing if they continue to cut off the ring. They're doing it right now.
Brilliant tag team strategy by Johnny Impact and Taya Valkyrie. I mean, they're able to cut off Daga now. As my partner Todd was just saying, they're not allowing him to even get anywhere near that corner. Daga's gonna fight back, and look at him fire up there. Was that a throat?
Was
a throat jab
there.
A
little throat thrust there. Shades of Kamala. Speaking of old school, how about that atomic drop there by Daga? Valkyrie in there though, picking up the pieces. So again, unpredictable action. With a win here, do you think Valkyrie gets herself back in position potentially for another shot at the Ultra Women's title?
Well, I think the fans really want to see is the champion come in. I mean, they want to see Daga get a tag in so they can see La Huera Loca show what she's got against the champion.
Yeah, but right now, getting the best of Daga, showing his quickness there.
Oh,
They're gonna get that opportunity, partner, because here comes the Ultra Women's Champion. Blanchard is hot.
Sick forearms from Tessa Blanchard as she sends Taya into the other corner but eats a boot. That was a nasty foot to the face.
Counter elbows now by Taya Valkyrie, trying to fight her way out of this corner. Again, another chapter in the war, the competitive rivalry between these two.
Both women jockeying for position, trying to figure each other out.
Magnum, just
Magnum
like
from
that.
the middle rope, Todd,
yes,
into
sir.
the cover.
That could do it.
She's gonna do it again. And you can see how badly Tessa Blanchard wanted to pin Taya Valkyrie. She's done it before. We know she can do it. But this is a what have you done for me lately type of business. She wants to get another victory over her tonight for sure.
Daga with a shot there, follow-up shot by Blanchard. I think Tessa Blanchard would like to put Taya Valkyrie in the rear view in terms of shots at the Ultra Women's title and would like to position herself to get another shot in Impact Wrestling. Daga with a senton from the outside inside into the cover now. And Johnny Impact forced to come in for the save.
Great save by Impact.
Faithful letting Impact know what they think of him.
I mean, he's a hometown hero. Why would they treat him with such disrespect?
I don't think they're saying Johnny Mundo.
I don't think they are either. It's clearly foul language that these degenerates are using in the crowd.
Pendulum of momentum.
I would never use foul language, by the way.
Oh, never. No, of course. I'll just blow carcinogens in my face.
It's against everything I believe in.
Tide has turned in this one, and now it's the PCW Ultra tandem that are controlling the action, dictating the pace, and cutting off the ring against Taya Valkyrie.
We've seen this before. A little deja vu as Blanchard punishes Taya Valkyrie. And this is why she's the champ. Double birds for the crowd. Misses, though. Couple of bypasses and just slammed down by Taya.
Well, Valkyrie does hail from Slamtown, does she not?
Indeed she does, and it's on display here. And a slam like that could have turned her championship future around.
Yeah, not a nice visit to Slamtown there by the Ultra Women's Champion, who needs to make a tag. Tessa Blanchard rolling over towards Daga, trying to get there. Might be a turning point in this matchup. Tags made on both sides. Johnny Impact checking in for his team, taking on Daga. Upstairs goes Impact, so flexible, you mentioned. Truly looking as good as he ever has throughout his decorated career.
Johnny Impact is a movie star. He's a writer, a director. He's a parkour master, a former World Tag Team Champion.
He's a bounty hunter.
And quite frankly, just until a moment ago, he was just looking as good as ever in the ring, but now able to reverse.
Looking to get the big bounty here, looking to get the winner's part of the purse. Look at that Spanish fly, beautifully done off the top. Into the cover now. Only a count of 2.
A close 2.5 count. Senior official Rick Knox right on top of the action. And you look at Impact now, who's going to pick apart Daga. And we're back to what we saw earlier. Tessa has no chance of getting in this match right now as Daga's reeling from the tag team assault he's been taking from Taya and Impact.
Time of possession offensively in this one in the favor of Impact Wrestling right now. Impact off the top. And a little style points. Valkyrie getting involved from the outside.
High-flying athleticism by Daga. Beautiful strikes to the lower half. He's able to cut Impact in half.
Daga's so explosive, so powerful. He's got that low center of gravity. Can he complete this gut wrench into the power bomb? Center of the ring, dead to rights, no. Woo! That hand was coming down.
Dead weight lifted, and that gut wrench power bomb was absolutely incredible.
How badly do these two teams want the victory here? Again, so much bad blood between the competitors in this one. Unique matchup here as part of Wrestle Summit. We're still just getting started. A little flapjack action. Look at the teamwork now between Diamonds and Daggers. A Magnum again into the backstabber by Daga. Impact doesn't know which way is up at the moment, and Valkyrie makes the save.
Taya Valkyrie right on top of it, but now getting beat down by the PCW Ultra Women's Champion.
Tell you what, to win this matchup, you got to be just about as opportunistic as Caleb Connolly.
Tag team maneuver from Daggers and Diamonds.
Looking for the double team suplex. Well, I guess chivalry is not dead.
Oh, now a strike off ensues in the center of the ring.
I think the crowd's going to get involved in this one. Oh, wide open shot by Johnny Impact. You kidding me? That's not going to sit well with Daga.
Are you serious?
I mean, there's some lines you just don't cross, even in competition like this.
Daga, he just decked, Johnny Impact just decked our champion in the face. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, this thing turning into a grand finale of a fireworks show, shot after shot, and all 4 are down. Bodies everywhere. Only Rick Knox is standing tall. Incredible atmosphere here. Big fight feel at the Wrestle Summit. Whoever gets to their feet here first, Christian Cole, might be pivotal in determining the victor.
Looks like a vertical base established by all 4 now. This fight continues as Taya's going to get those strikes back, going with forearms. I can't believe Johnny Impact just punched her in the face. I know people accuse me of being a scumbag, but that's some scummy shit to do.
Well, I agree with you. You know, I guess you could make the point that all's fair in love and war, and I guess that's really fitting in this matchup, but anything goes. The competitors, the genders can mix it up, but still, you would think there's some things you just don't do. Look out here.
Oh my God.
Johnny Impact might have that winning edge. Turns it into a spear, drives him straight down into the canvas. and putting Daga on a silver platter for Taya Valkyrie. Whoa! Moonsault caught him with the knee. Impact up top now, 450. Daga is getting eaten alive, and Blanchard, the Ultra Women's Champion, comes in to keep this thing alive for her team.
How many pinfalls have we seen broken up in this tag team match?
Valkyrie's got Daga.
Oh my God, the power of Taya Valkyrie. Labored through that, but was able to get that spinning Iranagi on the middle of the canvas. Daga's in bad shape. Johnny Impact needs to pay attention here. And who's legal, Todd?
Well, I'm glad that senior official Rick Knox is in there, because if anybody knows, he does. And allowing a lot of leniency in a matchup like this. Got to see a winner.
This is about more than wrestling. This is about more than any four members of this ring. This is about PCW Ultra versus Impact Wrestling.
And it really has kind of gotten chaotic ever since that open hand, that big, wide open punch by Johnny Impact. It's turned into, in essence, a tornado matchup. All four in the ring. Knox letting a lot go down here, and look out here, and Taya using her assets.
Taya Valkyrie fired up, comes in double knees. Daga's head slamming right into Taya's face there, and she's wearing the effects of the offense of Taya Valkyrie.
It just seems throughout this matchup, just when Blanchard and Daga seem as if they have a light at the end of the tunnel, it's a freight train coming their way, and Impact and Valkyrie take over. Might be time to blast off here. Starship Pain!
Oh, he missed it!
Uh-oh!
He missed!
Couldn't stick the landing. German suplex by Valkyrie, but look out here. Blanchard up top, Magnum! Oh, from the heavens!
And she didn't miss any of that beautiful Magnum, but right behind her waits Johnny Impact.
Moonlight Drive. As Impact again getting very physical with the Ultra Women's Champion.
Oh my God!
Speaking of physical.
And do anything, do it for PCW Ultra! We got it!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, representing PCW Ultra, the team of Tessa Blanchard and Daga!
What a war of attrition as PCW Ultra took on Impact Wrestling, and PCW Ultra gets the victory. Daga and Tessa Blanchard dug down deep. They had to fight to earn that one.
There will be controversy about just how PCW Ultra defeated Impact Wrestling tonight. Perhaps a low blow, perhaps a shot to the thigh or the hamstring. No one will ever know. But the fact is that PCW Ultra is victorious and stands atop the wrestling world in this match.
What about Johnny Impact punching Tessa Blanchard right in the face, hitting her with a Moonlight Drive? If they want to set that bar, PCW Ultra was down to fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is for the Ultra Women's Championship.
Is this casual Dan Masters night? Where the hell's his tie? This is a big deal, this match. Is it just me, or has he aged 20 years in the last 2 weeks? What a match we have here tonight, Todd Kennelly. I mean, we're starting the night off with a Women's Ultra Championship match, and two of the top female wrestlers in the world will be competing for that championship right now.
And not to mention the history between these two, as making her way to the ring, the challenger, La Guerra Loca, Taya Valkyrie. Now, Taya Valkyrie has really had the number of Tessa Blanchard as of late at Impact Wrestling's homecoming, dethroned Blanchard for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts title. But will we see the era of the Guerra here in PCW Ultra?
You know, I went to Barcelona once. I was there for 2 days, and I learned a couple things about Spanish. And I'm pretty sure you pronounce that R like a D sound, so it's like La Guerra Loca, right? But you wouldn't know anything about Spanish or culture or anything like that. You're probably just a Californian Trump supporter in the minority. Yeah, I said it.
Looking to really send the champion crashing down here. Undeniable Tessa Blanchard. That remains to be seen. There you see the champ. Undeniable Tessa Blanchard.
Shut up, Todd. Just take it in. Just enjoy the moment. The diamond has finally come from the rough. The diamond is now shining brighter than she has ever shined. At 23 years old, she handles every women's championship this industry has to offer. Tessa Blanchard is undeniable, and diamonds are forever. And boy, is she good to look at, too. Jeez.
Diamonds might be forever, but the Knockouts title reign of Tessa Blanchard was not, because it was cut short by her challenger here tonight, Taya Valkyrie. Incredible history at stake here, as is the Ultra Women title. And let's set the stage. Take it away, Dan Masters.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest, one fall, 60-minute time limit for the Ultra Women's Championship. Your official in charge of the action when the bell rings, senior official Rick Knox. Introducing first, our challenger from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. She is your challenger, Taya Valkyrie.
Taya Valkyrie's gear on this championship night is on point.
Her opponent, our current reigning, defending Ultra Women's Champion from Charlotte, North Carolina, the undeniable Tessa Blanchard.
God, I love Tessa. The most beautiful, toughest, savage of all the women's wrestlers in the world.
Total embodiment of what it means to be a champion. She's got that pedigree. She's born into this great sport. But does she have what it takes to defeat Taya Valkyrie? That wasn't the case at Impact Wrestling. Speaking of Impact Wrestling, coming up March 29th, it will be the Wrestle Summit. Many promotions coming together to put on that blockbuster event. Impact Wrestling, just one of them.
What a show that's going to be. We're going to have Defy visiting from the Pacific Northwest. We got MCW Wrestling Revolver in the house. For all information on that, go to PCWUltra.com or www.WrestleSummit.com. What a night that's going to be here in Wilmington, California.
What a way to kick things off. Two competitive rivals. Valkyrie with the spear right off the get-go. Ground and pound offense. And Valkyrie certainly does have the size and strength advantage over the Ultra Woman champion.
Yeah, but you keep failing to mention that Tessa Blanchard is an undefeated champion here in PCW Ultra. It doesn't matter what happens behind the doors of Impact Wrestling or anywhere else in the world for that matter. The fact is Tessa Blanchard is the best in PCW Ultra, and I'd put her up against any company, any woman in any company.
And she's gone up against many of the best in this industry right here in PCW Ultra. Won the title all the way back in May, on May the 4th. Big drop kick there by Valkyrie. You'll recall that Blanchard defeated Chelsea Green on May the 4th to become the champion, and she has been undeniable ever since. To play devil's advocate, however, Christian Cole, Valkyrie 1-0 here in PCW Ultra as well. Back at Believe, defeated Heather Monroe to earn this title shot.
Big victories over and over again from both these women is what brought them here. As Taya gets stripped up, and it's what has set this historic match up here to kick off A2K19, our anniversary here. 3 years in the making is this championship match.
You likened Blanchard, the champion, to a savage. Here we see some savage tactics, but earlier, the drop toe hold to use the momentum of Valkyrie against her. Is that what the champion's gonna have to do, stick and move?
Well, yeah, absolutely. And the fact is she's the most elusive woman we've ever seen in professional wrestling. Not only is she fast, but she backs it up with a ton of strength. And it's the brain of Tessa Blanchard that's gotten her to where she is. At such a young age, to be an undefeated champion, oh my God, and the fierce striking and running right into the lower back of Taya Valkyrie. Tessa Blanchard on point thus far in this match.
She was on point with that elbow, that's for sure. A back elbow in more ways than one, right to the lower lumbar region, and sends the challenger out to the outside. Valkyrie certainly can't win the championship out here.
Tessa's taking a breather, wipes off her boots. And now she seems to have a thought here, and something has just sort of inspired her to go out and maybe brawl a little bit on the outside. I think Rick Knox is smart to let this go for a little bit.
Call for silence, big shot upstairs there by Tessa Blanchard. Blanchard trying to keep that full court press. Oh, big shot the other way by Valkyrie. You gotta believe that as much as Valkyrie wants the PCW Ultra Women title, Blanchard wants revenge for the loss of that Knockouts championship.
I mean, there's just so much history between these two women all over the country and all over the world. From Canada to Mexico, from Europe to the United States. These two women have had a great rivalry over the last number of months. And recently we saw Taya Valkyrie with the upper hand gaining the Impact Women's Championship. But it doesn't mean anything around here. The fact is that she's looking to get that PCW Ultra Women's title around her waist, and she's going up against the undefeated Tessa Blanchard.
At Believe back in December, both of these ladies got victories over SoCal standouts. I mentioned Valkyrie over Heather Monroe. The champion defeated Delilah Doom in what was a fantastic title defense. Out here, elevator coming down, perhaps backed up. Oh, just like that. The champ set to retain. Turned out the lights, but not yet.
It seemed to me she didn't get all of it. She was in that middle rope position. Landed the Magnum, but it seemed that Taya was able to slide off. And it only got a 2 count. That usually is a devastating maneuver, can put her opponents away for 3, but Taya is one of the toughest women in this business, one of the toughest wrestlers in this business, period, is Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah, but that's certainly gonna soften up the challenger, you gotta believe, but still has her mental faculties in play as she sidesteps the champ, who hits hard and heavy into that post. Might have caught her shoulder there, Christian.
Yeah, unlike some companies, we have real corner posts in our professional wrestling ring. And she took all of that on the collarbone. You can see her left hand is balled up in a fist. She's trying to get feeling back in it, and now she's really at a disadvantage.
And you see it there, standing switch, German suplex, just snapped it off, did Valkyrie. And the ebb and flow of this matchup really typifies how evenly matched these two rivals are, Christian. Pendulum of momentum continues to sway back and forth.
Taya Valkyrie comes in with that back elbow, and Todd Kennedy talked about it earlier. He talked about, Todd, I wanted to listen to what she was saying there for a moment. You did allude to the fact that this rivalry has gone on for so long, and that Taya, she's looking to win here. I mean, the bottom line is PCW Ultra Championship is one of the most coveted in professional wrestling today. And if Taya could beat her, if Taya could beat Tessa here, oh God,
Wait,
she could really cement herself as one of the best on the planet.
I agree with you, Christian. Aggressive now, going for the cover is Valkyrie. And method to the madness offensively for the challenger, because think of what she likes. She likes that STF, that local lock. She's softening up the shoulder area to try and lock that in. She likes that road to Valhalla, gonna make it very tough for the champion to counter at this point. The way things are going, Valkyrie going all the way up top. Huge moonsault, my goodness.
Perfect moonsault, but misses does Taya Valkyrie, and that took all the air out of the lungs. And now another beautiful spear, and there may be no air left in Taya Valkyrie now. Cover, only 2.
I really believe that the advantage when it comes to high impact offense has rested with the champion. You saw the Magnum earlier, now that big spear. As she starts to go to work on the challenger, nullifying that early offense by Valkyrie. Nice drop toe hold though on her in her own right.
Looking for a submission, but Tessa ducks the shoulder and able to kick out. And this is bad here, front chancery. Tessa's got that locked in with the left arm and a hammer lock, or right arm rather, but Taya able to escape. Beautiful counter, Todd. Look at this.
Northern Lights, and almost turned out the lights of the champion. Incredible, the power on display. Cover again, all the body weight comes crashing down, and it certainly hurts inside for Blanchard, but she finds a way to slip that shoulder out.
Yep, what a cover. And beautiful kick out there. You can see Taya, she's got Tessa's back. Tessa's gonna fight out though, the heart of Tessa Blanchard, ever the fighter, able to get that cutter.
Beautifully done. Is this going to be enough? If not, what is it going to take? You saw the eyes. A great shot by our production staff there, Christian. The eyes of Valkyrie looking very strange, very glassed over. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, Blanchard can't believe that she hasn't been able to put her away.
These matches have gone back and forth between these women wherever they've wrestled around the world. Tonight is no different. It's going back and forth. Double underhooks there from the backside.
Imitation, the sincerest form of flattery. I do believe that Blanchard was looking for Valkyrie's own road to Valhalla. Paying for it now, though. Big knee strike by Valkyrie, double hook to the leg. Only a count of 2.
Not gonna be able to beat her that fast. Tessa Blanchard, like I said earlier, one of the biggest hearts in professional wrestling. She is every part of the word fighter. She is the definition of that. Taya runs into a boot there.
Uh-oh, look out here.
Oh my God! Incredible!
Caught her with the destroyer. Incredible, and now looking to follow up. We've seen the champion off the top. Can she hit the Magnum from here? Oh, she got her! Dead to rights, Christian.
That's it, Todd!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still PCW Ultra Women's Champion, the undeniable Tessa Blanchard.
Christian Cole, I gotta tell you, Blanchard had her game face on tonight. That was a decisive victory over the new Knockouts champion.
And what does this mean for the story between these two women after Taya grinded to earn this championship shot for the PCW Ultra Women's title? She comes up short, but these two women have gone back and forth championship for championship over the last number of months. What a match we saw here tonight. I'm not so sure this story's over between these two incredible wrestlers.
Well, I doubt it. Both hold gold, but Valkyrie could not come into Blanchard's house here in the Ultratorium and complete the clean sweep. So history not made, at least for the Ultra Women title.
The warrior cry, the spirit walker herself, always ready for a fight. Like you said, this woman is not just somebody you don't want to mess with in the professional wrestling ring. Don't step inside of an octagon or any other structure that's surrounded by a cage with her, because she will show you she is not scared.
Yeah, she is one dangerous woman, and Taya Valkyrie is, of course, nothing to shrink back from herself, or plenty to shrink back from, I guess.
Well, Taya needs to take Desi serious.
Yes, that's the point I was trying to get around to. Both of these women very, very evenly matched, except the possibility of experience, which I think lays in Taya's factor there. But Desi Dorada certainly gaining that experience over the past couple of years, having the opportunities besides television, but also international exposure. I know that she's competed over in Europe in this past year, and more of opportunities of that nature are sure to come to her as her career progresses. Bell rings underway. Notice the crouch stance there by Dorada before the more traditional circling up of the opponents. And the tie up here in the middle of the ring, and it's a bit of a struggle, but wow,
no, it's not.
Dorada looked for a moment like Taya had the leverage advantage, and she took one step forward, but Dorada just shoving Valkyrie off. And that's a situation I know Valkyrie is not accustomed to being in. She is typically the stronger competitor in almost all the matches that she's in. But against Dorada, she's going to have she's going to have to work very hard. There we go. Valkyrie able to push Dorada back to the corner, clean break. And Dorada not particularly happy by that. Perhaps there was a hair pull, I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't know. I think Taya's being a little too free-laced with this right now. I mean, we just saw Desi literally show Taya her power and strength there. I would think that would put something into the mind of Taya not to take her too lightly at this point.
Right, standing arm bar or wrist lock, and
a roll through by Taya, but a trip up there.
Well, good, going for a pinfall early in the match, and actually gets 2 out of it.
Now just a standard front face lock. Look at that. Look at her just smile. That's Taya just smiling at this as if she's got this in the bag already. And I don't know if I would go that far, Taya.
And Dorada trying to find a way to force that arm to come from out from underneath her. Valkyrie does that work for her now. Irish whip out of the corner. Valkyrie charges in with a big clothesline.
Oh, but it ain't coming.
Dorada is going to return the favor. And now back and forth these two competitors go.
Oh, wow.
Huge kick to the side of the head by Valkyrie.
I've seen it a dozen different times, and somehow it never ceases to impress me when Taya Valkyrie just throws that kick right into the side of a skull. It is unbelievable.
Yeah, the standing leg stretch, the agility that Taya Valkyrie has. And now back kick there by Valkyrie. And just a straight up knee to the face. Valkyrie off the ropes. Big clothesline puts down the Native American Warrior. And the combinations of these moves are certainly wearing down Dorada, but Dorada able to get out at one this time.
You can hear some of the fans here in Oklahoma. They're just chanting for Desi to get back into this, as right now Taya had the advantage, but only for a short time there.
Taya able to, or excuse me, Dorada able to drop Taya now, and a big elbow drop on the ground. On the mat as well, and the kick straight to the spine. Dorada now trying to keep this momentum going.
And Dorada can throw kicks too. Don't think that she can't do that as well. Big
splash in the corner. And again, down goes the Lucha Underground star as Dorada summoning up power through the tribal dance, and now just stomping onto Valkyrie.
Taking aim.
That's right. Could she be prepared to... Oh, beautiful suspended drop kick by Desi Dorada, who now pulls, drags Valkyrie out of the corner. That's the only problem with everything that she did, was that it kept her opponent in the corner. She had to exert a lot of energy to pull Valkyrie out, and that kept her from being able to capitalize on the pin attempt when she probably could have put her away there.
Probably, but you know what? That's the mark right there of a true competitor, as Desi Dorada goes straight back to a chin lock there, almost a sleeper hold there, but now we saw Taya now break away from it and gets met with a back elbow. Dorada has been on point here, has had an answer for everything that Taya has thrown at her. Dorada has responded.
And interestingly, the crowd, who seems to be very much in favor of Dorada when this match started, the crowd now seems to be turning against her.
Well, maybe it could be half and half here. You know, they could have had their creamer this morning, and that's just how they wanted to go, was half and half. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here all week.
Yes, fans, you really did hear that. That's a first for me, and I've worked with Mike on this. Taya Valkyrie
started with Big Sexy Mike here. He put these women to shame.
Taya Valkyrie into the corner, but is greeted by a boot from Desi Dorada.
And now Dorada with a boot to the side of the head here. It's almost really difficult for me to pick a winner here, because quite frankly, both these women are stellar athletes, stellar performers. I'm kind of in the favor of Desi more than Taya, though.
This match has been very evenly fought so far.
Does that mean you're going for Taya?
That means I'm waiting to see who the winner is. I'm not pushing for either one.
Oh, come on, Vern. You got to get a little bit more. You got to get more on the sides here. Like, who you going for?
No. I want to see who the victor is. I just want to sit back and enjoy this, and I want to see Dorada put together moves like that. That swinging kick there from a kneel position, and now Irish whip again. Big power slam by Desi Dorada. And somehow Valkyrie's still able to come up and kick out of that.
I would have thought that could have been 3 for certain. The strength of Desi to lift Taya in the air and just slam her down like that. Folks, we may have beaten a dead horse at this point, but you cannot take away from the exuberating power and manhandling, it seems, of how Taya's been taken right now. Dorada now bringing herself back to the standing position while we've got Taya down on a knee, bringing herself slowly back to a vertical base.
Dorada jawing with the crowd before putting her attentions back on Valkyrie. Valkyrie hooks herself into the ropes. Valkyrie now drops Dorada across the second rope. Valkyrie, oh, big knee to the back.
Oh, no, not again.
Once again, and both knees right to the face there as Taya Valkyrie stands tall over Desi Dorada.
Did you see the look on Taya's face that time?
Yes, I did. All business.
All fun and games done
business
and
here.
over
Now
with.
a reverse bear hug before, oh, German suplex.
I think she may have landed on the back of her neck. Somebody get in there.
The referee's right in there, but 2.5. Only 2.5. And the wicked smile across the face of Taya Valkyrie shows us that she's got more in mind here for Desi Dorada.
And I don't know if that's to Desi's benefit or to her dismay, but whether you want to look at it right now, Taya in firm control. And Desi, like you said, is kind of losing some of the people here.
Yes, as this match continues to go on, more and more seem to be shifting towards the side of Taya Valkyrie, who now seems to believe that she has Dorada right where she wants her. Again, those running knees to the side of the head of Desi Dorada.
Well, even still, in her own native land, the man is oppressing Desi and the Arrow Club. These fans should be ashamed of themselves. It shouldn't even be a toss-up at this point.
Running, but this time nobody home.
No, there wasn't a toss-up.
Dorada looking perhaps for the reverse bear hug and German of her own, and she knocks it off.
Turnabout, fair play, and now dropping the elbow.
With the big elbow drop. Dorada trying to position Valkyrie as she stands 1 foot. You're not going to get a pinfall that way, though.
I don't think that's what she wanted.
I agree. I don't really think that's what she wanted. The referee interpreted it that way, did his job, but that was not truly a pinfall attempt. Dorada to upstairs to the top rope. Dorada now off the top, but nobody home.
I'm not accustomed to seeing Desi fly like that.
And Valkyrie drops Dorada straight down, face first, ties up the leg, and now cinches back after grapevine those legs.
We've seen this before. Don't tap. Come on, Desi. Desi, come on, go for that bottom up. You're right there, girl.
And Dorada used those long arms of hers.
She's there.
To that bottom rope.
She is right there.
She is so close to it. She's just got to stretch out about. There she is. She got it. She got the break.
Excuse me, I got to wipe the sweat away from my brow there.
And Valkyrie seems a little frustrated that the fact that she was not able to get the submission out of Dorada. Oh, intercepts Dorada on the charge in there, maybe going for a sharpshooter here.
No way. No way.
Turns Dorada over and sits down on it.
It's perfectly applied, too.
It's in the middle of the ring. Dorada now flat down. Dorada, I thought maybe that was a tap, but no, Dorada now pushing up that upper body strength. That's the only thing that can negate this. Is if she can find a way to power out of it.
Almost like trying to roll through there, maybe.
And again, Dorada trying to get herself close to a rope. And she does so again, escaping a second submission hold. How many times can she be lucky at this?
That's not luck, that's just guts, that's heart. That's the courage displayed there by the Spirit Walker.
Well, Dorada not going to be able to walk too much longer if those legs continue to be worked over like they were in that sharpshooter. But right there, bicycle kick. And maybe even straight to a knee to the face by Dorada on Valkyrie.
I think you were right the first time. And spinning around. Beautiful power slam.
And that was enough to put down Taya Valkyrie.
What a win by Desi Dorada.
Even Dorada is amazed that she was able to do that. But she is celebratory and thankful at this Oaklamania moment for herself.
This is Hannibal from thehannibaltv.com, and I'm with the beautiful Desiderata, who is wrestling tonight here at the Cauliflower Alley Reunion 2019. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Hannibal. I'm quite well. I'm very excited to be here for you guys, here for you, everyone else.
I like your eye makeup. Where does that come from?
It's war paint.
Your war paint, okay. That's pretty cool. I once put black war paint on my face, but it didn't go over well. I got a lot of negative comments on that, so I stay away from that.
I could imagine why, because you definitely pull off this tall, dashing cowboy look a lot better than if you were to do that, so stick with that.
Well, you haven't seen me in the ring yet, but speaking of the ring, where have you wrestled so far?
So I've been working for 3 years. I've been around the States, predominantly on the West Coast and Southwest, some remote North Dakota territory. I got to work in Perth, Australia. I've been in the UK a couple of times. Mexico, not Mexico City, but Mexicali and Tijuana. I'm not allowed in Canada, but we're working on that. So soon enough, I will prove that I'm a good citizen, not a savage. Actually, I am going to be a savage no matter what, but at least a reformed savage, so that I can go to Canada, because they want me there.
And I noticed we have matching eye scars. Is that from the ring as well, or where did you get yours?
I got mine when I was a wild, young bucking bronco at a Slipknot concert.
You're a fan of Slipknot. I wouldn't have guessed that. You actually look like an 80s rocker girl a little bit.
Oh, I love 80s rock too. I like a myriad of music, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's very little music that I don't like, but I can rock out to anything.
Did you see the Motley Crue Netflix movie?
I have not seen that movie. Well, I was just listening to Motley Crue today, though, during training.
That's cool. So what are some of your goals in wrestling? Is there WWE, AEW, Impact, any of the companies you're interested in, Ring of Honor too?
I'm interested in all of the above. I can't imagine that any wrestler would not want to get as far as they can go. I mean, I was just talking to someone earlier. Wrestling isn't a hobby. It's like it takes way too much dedication and physical exertion to just be casual with it. So I'm 100% in it to win it. And if I can go as far as the top, that's awesome, but I'm just going to keep going as far as I can, no matter what.
And where can people follow you if they want to check you out anywhere on social media?
Sure. Well, my name is actually pronounced Desiderata, like you said correctly. People might know me.
First guess, too.
Good job. Yeah. Well, it's actually a real word that is the title of a poem that I loved since I was a kid, and what this poem expresses, I want to be able to exude as part of my persona and offer that to everyone in various ways. But you might just know me as Desiderata. If you were to Google that, you have to put wrestler, otherwise the poem comes up. So you could find Desiderata on YouTube, and social media. I don't know all the handles, you could just write the name, but have to specify pro wrestler.
Interesting. And is it a long poem?
Not too long. It's
Can we hear it?
Go placidly along the noise and haste. That's all I can remember right now.
All right.
Taya Valkyrie is looking to be the best of world class in the women's ranks right now, right here tonight at Oklahoma.
All three of these ladies certainly looking for a victory in this, which would propel them up in the rankings.
Oh, did you see that? Desi tried to throw in the shirt in the face of Taya. Remember, the Aero Club's mission statement is to make America native again. And she definitely is one to do so. She is a warrior goddess in her own right. But now look at this. It's almost like are they making fun of her for it?
I'm not sure what they were doing there. It did seem to be some sort of a pairing there of Belle and Valkyrie.
Almost like they were mocking it. They were mocking the traditions there of our ancestors.
Well, they're both certainly now physically accosting Desiderata. Double Irish whip there, going to run in. Oh, Dorada breaks through with that, but too late. I couldn't get the arms up to the double clothesline on her own part. And Dorada finds herself on the outside alone, while Valkyrie and Belle stand inside. Again, this is a triple threat match, not a handicap match. As Belle and Valkyrie shake the hands, and then Valkyrie immediately with a kick to the midsection. That's exactly the type of experience she brings in here. As Valkyrie, she knows both sides of the rule book, if you will. But she and Belle now trading charges and elbows.
Well, aren't they just so special there? Now that
running bulldog,
that little alliance of theirs is right down the toilet.
And the match was almost over right there with Dorada still on the outside. nowhere. Where's she gone? I don't even see Desi Dorada right now.
Oh, Desi is a warrior. She knows when to take her time. She knows when to strike, and right now is not the opportune time. But she will. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, right now, Taya Valkyrie in full control of this match over Marty Bell. Now I see Desi Dorada down in the bottom portion of our screen, making her way back into the ring.
Look at that, picking her spot. She has Taya off balance, off guard.
And a spin right there. Face of Taya Valkyrie.
See what I'm talking about? Again, you don't want to bet against this woman. You may not know Desi Dorado as well as the other two, but I promise you by the end of this match, you will.
Desi Dorado with an absolute mean and vicious streak behind her. As you say, she's got experience in multiple forms of in-ring combat, and of course that international experience as well, hyping up her confidence level. As Dorada with a diving chop puts Valkyrie down in the corner.
Yeah, you wanted to make fun of
drop kick.
You wanted to make fun of the native dance earlier. Now you're starting to get it and understand it on a physical level there. Rolls through after stomping, takes aim, shoots the arrow, and lands her target bullseye.
Excellent flurry of moves there by Desi Dorada, who now drags Taya back out into the middle of the ring with a knee in the midsection, goes for the pin, a unique pin style there, but not enough to keep her down.
Well, let me enlighten you a little bit there, Burnham. That is part of the MMA training right there. That is what you call in jiu-jitsu. It's simple but effective. That was a knee on belly. She put all of her pressure down on the sternum there. It was surprising to me that Taya was even able to kick out.
And I don't know if you caught it there, but Dorada with a symbolic slicing of the forehead as if to indicate that she intends to scalp Taya Valkyrie at some point in this match. As she turns Valkyrie over, single leg Boston Crab.
No, it's not the single leg Boston Crab. That is the single leg native crab.
I stand corrected as she now breaks and just simply sits down on the back of Valkyrie. One way or the other, no matter what you call it, it applies pressure to the back and the knees.
God, look at the strength.
Yeah.
Look at Desi's strength.
Absolute power there by Dorada, who just muscles Taya Valkyrie over. And Valkyrie is a strong woman on her own. She could not counter that move.
Desi's unbelievable, let me tell you. She is an unbelievable specimen.
To their credit, both of these women have actually been able to negate Marty Bell, who's been trapped on the outside while Dorada and Valkyrie continue to compete here. Bell has really got to get herself literally back into this match and may not have an opportunity as that spin slam by Dorada comes so close to getting a 3 count there.
But right back to work. There's Desi not giving Taya enough time to recuperate.
Oh, now just look at the disrespect on the part of
That's
Dorada.
not disrespectful. She's just shoving her face down to the canvas.
How is that not disrespectful?
I mean, what do you mean how's that not disrespectful? They're in a competition, Burnham. What are you talking about? Acting as if this is supposed to be touch football or something. Trust me, there's enough flags out there being thrown this season. We don't have those here. Instead, we have just the unmasculating power of Desi Dorada taking down Taya Valkyrie. That can do it right here.
That very well could, but again, Dorada with that ring presence, who saw Marty Bell trying to make her way back in, negated that, and that may have cost her right there. If she'd been able to, this has been a one-on-one match, and she had executed that move and went for the pin immediately, I think it's very possible that Dorada could be having her hand raised in victory right now.
Possible and more than likely, but a power
Beautiful
slam.
scoop power slam by Dorada, but still some energy left inside Taya Valkyrie, and the frustration now beginning to mount. And speaking of mounting, look at Marty Bell going that top rope, coming off the top with a crossbody, puts down Dorada, but Dorada kicks out before the referee can even count 1.
Oh, look at her break through the clothesline. Marty Bell in again.
Yeah, barely registering these clotheslines from Bell.
I told you this is a warrior. Oh, no.
She registered that. Big spear there by Bell. Bell now going for the cover of Dorada. Hooks the leg. And no, not good enough there. Bell now finds herself with 2 prone opponents. She's got to pick one, and she's going to stay on Dorada. But Valkyrie, sensing an opportunity as well, slips in and picks up Dorada.
That just goes to show you the biggest threat in the match is Desi.
And now some teamwork here by Valkyrie and Dorada, just like we saw at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, now this is ridiculous here.
Well, this is going to wear down Dorada, but then which one of them's going to take the pin? You can only have one winner in this type of a match. Dorada getting an interesting rear view there. And running straight on. Those knees coming onto the shoulders. As Bell catches Dorada, drops her with an DDT. Bell,
Yes! You can't have two winners in this match, ladies. One pinfall to a finish. Why the referee even started counting is beyond me.
Shoulders were down. They both.
It doesn't matter. There's only one winner. You can't have two people win one match.
I understand that point. At that point, I think it would have been the referee's judgment to see who would have been the winner. But ultimately, I guess it doesn't matter because Dorada back in control of this match.
Absolutely. It's irrelevant at this point. The double clothesline and now the back suplex spinning power.
And with complete ease, Dorada running Valkyrie around in circles. And Marty Bell, only thing to keep this match alive now. And Dorada says, get out of here. But Valkyrie with the schoolgirl. No! Picks up the win.
And the winner of this match, Taya Valkyrie.
Well, Taya only got it in the most opportune time. Let those pigeons loose.
Oh, there you go, Travis. I knew that you were going to be a happy man to see that particular moment. And Angelina Love greeting the adoring fans here. Fans, we're going to step away. One final commercial break. When we come back, this tournament match in its entirety. Bell rings. This is your main event tonight. Gail Kim Invitational Diamonds Division Title Tournament. Angelina Love on the left of your screen, Taya Valkyrie on the right. Both of these individuals certainly with a lot of respect for each other and the reputations they bring to the ring. And I think the crowd may be very evenly split in this particular match as far as who they choose to support. But it is Taya Valkyrie going to work immediately with the arm wringer.
Something familiar that we saw earlier in the night with the two women that both these ladies had defeated in order to get to this second round. And now Angelina reversing it with a key lock of her own.
Oh, nice switch over. Good chain wrestling here by Taya Valkyrie as she takes Angelina Love down to the mat with a headlock. Taya, I would feel it's safe to say that Taya is probably the stronger of the two.
Oh yeah, absolutely a safe assumption there.
But as we've said, Angelina Love, certainly the more experienced of the two. And Love now going to try to force Angelina over. And just, again, the sheer power of Taya Valkyrie prevented that from happening. So Angelina back to the side headlock and controlling the action on the mat. Oh.
And look at that. Valkyrie decided she got a simple little headlock there with the legs. Breaks up that headlock right there, and now we see wearing it down as Angelina rolls over to her feet.
Angelina going to try to force Valkyrie's knees apart and right back to the headlock.
Almost a front, actually more of a front face lock there.
This is a very measured approach here by both of these individuals. You can see the respect because they're not trying any particularly wild moves. That's probably the most high risk, if you will, move we've seen so far in the match, but it allows Angelina Love to maintain control. And Taya Valkyrie now breaks that, goes around, she's behind, and again a standing headlock from Valkyrie.
Of course, we know that each of these ladies were needing just one move to end it all, and I cannot wait to see who gets the win in this one. It goes on to the tournament as Valkyrie with a nice shoulder takedown.
There's the power that we said that Taya Valkyrie has. Oh, but there's the experience of Angelina Love. Just a straight trip and drops Valkyrie down on her face. Angelina.
Oh, turnabout's fair play.
Yeah, a little bit back there from Taya Valkyrie as now with the rear waist lock. Again, both of these women seem to be very much in a favor of using controlling moves. Oh, well, now something straight out of the playbook, apparently, of, Matt Striker. And now Valkyrie just yanking down Angelina Love. And Valkyrie going to work. I guess the niceties are put to the side as Taya Valkyrie
almost mocking Angelina Love there.
Yeah, it seems almost like that. Valkyrie going to take over control here on Angelina Love.
Angelina tried to get a bit of an advantage. There's a 2 count. It was to no avail. Was that advantage from Angelina?
Now Valkyrie with just a blatant choke. I guess now we understand exactly what it is that Taya Valkyrie is willing to do, and that is ramming the head of Angelina Love down into the mat.
2 count again, says the referee.
And again, back to the choke goes Taya Valkyrie.
Taya came to win. She's not here to just be favored.
She certainly baited us all in. We thought this was going to be a clean scientific match, but Taya Valkyrie, as you say, the importance of this championship, the importance of this tournament has brought out the darker side here of Taya Valkyrie as the leg drop and the hook of the leg again results in 2.
Well, there's an old saying that I've heard when it comes to professional wrestling. You can either make friends or you can make money. And I think Taya is pretty much set with the friends. So I think the money that comes along with being the Diamond Division champion is well worth the price of it to her to pay.
Valkyrie now wrapping Angelina Love's arms around that top rope.
Oh, look at that. Now just mocking the fans now, saying, you want to scream for Angelina, scream for her.
Oh, a sharp kick to the inside of the thigh.
That's that power that we were talking about, that strength and that power behind the kick of Taya Valkyrie.
There's another great demonstration of power with the Irish whip. And Angelina collide again, but is able to get the elbow up, takes Valkyrie over, sunset flip style, and Valkyrie out.
Only at 2 there, and now again drops down, and now
is she gonna go
sharpshooter?
Is she going to turn it over?
There it is.
She does. She's got to sit down a little bit more on it, but she certainly has Angelina Love positioned very well in the middle of that ring. Is Angelina going to be able to drag herself to the ropes?
Some people call it a sharpshooter, Scorpion Deathlock. Of course, Scorpion Deathlock was made famous by an Oaklamania veteran participant, the man they call Sting.
And again, fans, Oaklamania tickets on sale at the World Class website. There's a screw.
Quick, yeah, there it is. Roll up.
2. Oh, we said close to an advancement there. Oaklamania tickets on sale at the World Class Pro Wrestling website. With our sale right now, and maybe Sting will be there again this year. We don't know. We haven't seen his name announced yet.
But many more names to come. Many more names to come.
Lots of others. You want to make sure you check that website out regularly until the actual event on September 29th. Taya Valkyrie now. A couple of sharp forearms to the chest. Ducks to the clothesline. Both of the women off the ropes. Both of them go for the same move.
Same idea in mind at the same time. Much like me and Burnham have been in sync for a couple of moments here. Which makes us larger than life, right?
I see what you did.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yes.
Granted, I think that was BSB, but I'm just making a point that we stick with the boy bands here. Nonetheless, I digress, and both women are down.
Well, the owner of the federation's managed to see both of them in concert, so it's fair enough that we can put both of them out.
Hence why I'm sitting here at this table as we speak. Me and the boss have something in common.
Angelina Love and Taya Valkyrie now trying to fight their way back up to an advantage in the middle of the ring. And they are right in each other's face. It looks like maybe Valkyrie going to have a bit of she got 1 foot up, but then Angelina knocks her back down. Now both ladies back up to the vertical base. Angelina comes back firing.
Just trading shots left and right.
Oh, there's a kick. Going to try to take Angelina down. Well, Angelina returns the favor. That went almost straight to the hip. And Angelina says, no, that doesn't feel good. Oh, both of these girls just working each other over top and bottom. Angelina intercepts that kick. Taya Valkyrie does the same, but doesn't get it down in time before Angelina carries out the enziguri.
Both women are just showing the effects of this matchup now. Both women taking each other to the limit.
Valkyrie going to go charging in, runs straight into a boot from Angelina. Angelina gets momentum off the ropes, up and over. Head scissor takeover, takes down Taya Valkyrie.
And then shot to the gut there as we see Angelina sets her up and plants her face first. Going to that STO we've seen her use before.
We'll try to lock down that submission in. That arm outstretched by Taya Valkyrie. But again, Valkyrie, the strong opponent here, can she drag herself and her opponent to the ring ropes?
That's what she's aiming for, is just draping that foot.
There we go, extending that foot out there. Not even going to try to grab the rope with the arm. It's too far away. But the foot breaks the hold.
Ring awareness and body awareness serve Taya there, and that breaking up the submission attempt there as Angelina is trying to get the crowd here in Texas behind her.
Irish whip reversal there. Angelina off the ropes. Valkyrie drops Angelina down. Going to tie the feet up. SDF. Oh wow. No, that's not an SDF. That's a crossface. And that is wrenching back. Look at how far she was able to pull back Angelina.
Yeah, and look where Angelina is. It's almost in the center of the ring.
Submission.
That's it.
Taya Valkyrie advances into the next round of the tournament.
Wow.
Well, my prediction was certainly wrong there. You said it yourself. It looked like Angelina, on paper, a huge favorite in this match. She had so many credentials and so much experience bringing in, but Taya Valkyrie has put Angelina Love out of the Gail Kim Invitational Diamond Divisions tournament and has advanced on herself. And we'll be bringing you more matches in future episodes. Fans, we're now coming back to action in the ring. It is Rebel's birthday.
Oh, look at that. And two lovely Texas ladies are in the ring.
And one lovely Oklahoma lady, too.
Who you talking?
Rebel's from Oklahoma. She's from Owasso, Oklahoma.
Rebel is a Texas girl. She cheered for the Dallas Cowboys.
She's from Owasso, Oklahoma, sir.
Why are you interrupting Ty?
Rebel, I adore you. On behalf of myself and all of these fans, I think we should sing happy birthday to her.
I'll sing happy birthday to her.
I'll sing happy birthday to all three of them. I don't care what day it is.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Will you please go on a date?
Now, Barbie. Why is Barbie grabbing the cake?
I know, it interrupted my song.
First off,
Put it in her face.
where are my streamers? No one has streamers for me. And my birthday is in a few weeks. Nobody cares. That's your birthday. This is supposed to be a championship match. Where did you even come from?
Does know her history, and it's true. Usually only one thing ever happens with birthday cakes in the ring. I experienced it once myself. I'm still getting that frosting out of my beard. But I guess that's not going to be taking place in this one, and I think maybe Barbie Hayden wishes that it had, because the match now underway. This is for the RCW Women's Championship with champion Rebel, challengers Taya Valkyrie on the left, Barbie Hayden on the right. All three of these ladies, top-level talent. Of course, Taya Valkyrie making herself well-known on her appearances on Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling. Rebel
Also involved in the Diamonds Division tournament.
She is indeed. Rebel, of course, a mainstay of the Impact Wrestling Knockouts division for quite a long time as well. And Barbie Hayden with appearances in, I believe, in the Mae Young Classic last year, and has been in NXT as well. And now Rebel will try to German suplex Taya. Taya with a long-standing career in bodybuilding, and she goes over there.
Yeah, by the way, I want to point out that you may say Rebel is from Owasso. She don't claim that because she knows that it's just crappy to claim you're from Oklahoma.
She comes and visits her family every year for Christmas. I can vouch for that.
Can you vouch for that?
I can, actually.
Okay,
yes.
I'd love to know that, because quite frankly, she is a Texas girl. She is a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, and that's where she has made her home. So we adopt you, you lovely Rebel from the great state of Texas.
Well, what's important right now is that she is the champion, but that is what Taya Valkyrie or Barbie Hayden wants to take away from her, as Valkyrie with a big boot to the face of Rebel.
That's a fluffy foot right there.
Yes, that is indeed true. And Valkyrie with a knee straight to that face of Rebel as she goes for the pin, hooks the leg too, and Barbie over barely able to break that, or this would have been a very short match. And Barbie Hayden wanting to add the RCW Women's Championship to her lengthy resume. She is herself a former NWA World Women's Champion.
Also from the great state of Texas, mind you.
She is indeed. College Station, Texas.
She is one of these people, like I was talking about earlier. She is not one of these, one-tooth rednecks that give us such a bad name.
A nice crossbody there by Taya Valkyrie. Can we have a new champion? And no, we don't. And we're going to have more of this match when we come back from these commercial breaks. All right, fans, we are back here. Action continuing in this triple threat match for the RCW Women's Championship. And there Taya Valkyrie is greeted with a big boot from Rebel, but Barbie Hayden quick to follow up there.
Indeed, Barbie now wanting to take it to Rebel, the current champion.
You know, they say that the female of the species is more deadly than the male, Travis, and all three of these women very, very dangerous competitors.
Well, absolutely. Haven't you ever heard the old saying, no hell hath no fury like a woman's story?
Yes, and I've seen all three of these women on the receiving end of some of that scorned behavior.
Trust me, I've been on the other end of that scorned behavior, so I'd hate to see what it would be like to be on one of these three women's bad side. Even though there's really no bad side to
I
any
knew
three.
you were going to say that, and I figured I would just allow you to do it, let you have that opportunity.
I know you wish you had the opportunity
Oh,
to.
there are times, sir. There are times. Barbie Hayden taking over now on Rebel, continuing to press the advantage on the champion. Again, the champion here, not really with the champion's advantage. Normally, if Hayden or Valkyrie were to pin one of each other, the championship would be lost by Rebel without her being involved in the decision. So it's very important for Rebel to maintain her presence in this match as she's doing right now, but she's been on the receiving end of those big knees right to the midsection repeatedly, and now Hayden going to lock in an abdominal stretch.
Well, and also let's add to that point of the non-factor of the championship's advantage. You can't be disqualified, you can't be counted out. There are no DQs, no countouts in a triple threat. So really, like you said, her presence always has to be well aware of what is going on in the ring.
And she's got to have eyes in the back of her head because these triple threat, these multi-person matches are so incredibly dangerous. Opponents coming for you from all sides. Look at the nice, yes, beautifully done. Down, Valkyrie, here we go, see exactly what we're talking about. But no championship change there as Rebel to the top rope. What has she got in mind here? This is not what I think of as her normal area of expertise, but she takes both of her competitors down.
All three women are now back up, and Rebel's starting to throw those kicks there.
Yeah, those nice long legs that Rebel's able to execute those big kicks from.
All those nice legs.
And a big double clothesline puts both challengers down to the mat. Rebel absolutely feeling it right now. As she calls on her cowgirl roots, be it from Texas or Oklahoma, it doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. She is not claiming to be from Oklahoma. She is a Texas girl, and yeehaw, cowgirl.
Well, definitely no concern, no question as to Barbie Hayden's origin here. Now she executes a beautiful, well, not quite successful, but nonetheless a beautiful cradle suplex there.
You know, and as much as I like Rebel, and the fact that she's associated with my favorite professional team, I mean,
Oh, look at the knee! The knee right to the top rope.
the true Texan there, Miss Barbie, I can't help but go for her just a little bit more in this
Well, you're going to need to root for her a little bit more right now because she's going up and she's about to come plummeting down, perhaps right on her head. And she's not. Oh, space burst! The split-legged face first suplex and Taya Valkyrie at literally the last millisecond breaking that pinfall attempt up. Or Rebel would have retained the championship, no doubt.
You gotta hand it to Rebel too. Rebel is not.
Taya just did hand it to Rebel, so she handed it to Rebel again.
Trust me, I'd like to be that hand on Taya at this moment in time. But anyways, I digress. As I was saying, Rebel, who has not been competing long in professional wrestling, has actually done very well for herself. As you can see, she is the current champion. But right now, she's about to get tied up in all sorts of problems here.
Oh, look at this. Valkyrie stretching Rebel back.
Wait, look at Barbie. She's got that cake from earlier.
Well, again, we said no disqualification. And I mean, technically it's a foreign object, but like we said, it didn't matter. And you're right, Barbie Hayden with the cake in her hand.
Oh, and it's such a beautiful hand indeed.
And I think Rebel is about to get a birthday present she does not want.
Well, I mean, she did want cake.
Well, yeah, but I don't think she necessarily wants it the way that Barbie wants to give it to her. And no. Oh, no! That never happens! It's always the birthday person who gets the cake in the face. But Rebel with the schoolgirl from behind, and Rebel retains the title.
Even though the cake was in the face of Barbie, we can still celebrate with Miss but because she still has taken her up.